WDXE News, on the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3, WDXE.
Hey, that's us, and it's time for the long-awaited and much anticipated Quik Mart Hour. Keith is in the house. Kevin's in the house. And Kevin's busy. He's on the phone.
He's on the phone.
He has got business.
That's okay. I missed you guys last week.
Yeah, we missed last week.
In fact, I got up and I thought,
well, happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July.
Yes.
When I woke up, I like, did we say we're going to the radio today or we're going to skip it? And I had to think. And
we skipped it.
Yep. So
we played a recorded program, I think.
Yeah, we did. I heard it. It was the bathroom. They play that a lot, when we're not here.
The bathroom stories?
The bathroom story deal.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
so
that will never die.
The greatest television show ever made is, in my opinion, the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah,
yes. You can text it.
Yes.
Or just give it to James.
I'm trying to... Kevin's working on a car over here, and that's pretty cool.
It'd be all right.
Yeah. We do have real jobs. Every one of us here have real jobs.
We do.
So that's okay.
We do. Of course, this is the Quik Mart Hour.
It is
we
Quik
want to
Mart
remind
Hour.
everybody that this hour is brought to you by our good friends at Quik Mart Convenience Stores.
All right. So, Quik Mart has a lot of candy, and I'm a candy. That's why when we went on this diet back, several months ago, I was scared because it's hard to go in a Quik Mart store and not pick up something, for the road. And that's why I sort of exempted anything on the road, because I knew that I have a habit of picking up stuff. But I have a habit of picking up candy bars. And my favorite, of course, is a Mounds. I'll pick a Mounds up.
Really?
Yeah, I love Mounds candy
I'm
bars.
a Snickers person.
Oh, do you? I like Snickers, too.
Snickers are one of my go-to.
Payday.
Payday's good.
I don't know of any one that I've tasted and said, well, I
wouldn't turn
don't
down.
like it.
I wouldn't turn down something. Yeah.
But I got a new one today that I tried the other day, and I thought, well, yeah, it's pretty good. But we've all heard of the whatchamacallit. We get those. We get those at Quik Mart. Whatchamacallit. There's a new one called a Who's-y What It.
Who's-y What It?
Yeah. So we can. I thought we'd open these up today and maybe taste them and see which one you like the best.
Well,
I wasn't even prepared to have breakfast, but here we are.
But I don't have anything to cut it with. You got like a squirrel knife I can cut this with or anything? You do, don't you?
I do.
And I can cut it. Oh, do you care? Do you care if I cut candy with that?
Nope.
That's a nice knife.
It is a nice knife.
All right. When's the last time
I'm not going to wipe the blade off.
When's the last time you cleaned your fingernails with this knife? That's the problem.
Exactly what I was going to say. He trimmed the toenails with it last night.
I do not abuse that knife. It is a
nice knife.
It's a clean kept knife.
So talking about that, do you have a church knife and you have like this knife and you got a church knife?
That's the one and the same.
One and the same.
That's really the only one I told anymore.
Okay, so I can tell it's really smooth.
Yeah.
Park Warren's what we like to call it.
That's an old knife.
Yeah. So, so my grandfather was a knife collector, knife trader. You knew that.
Yeah. A lot of the guys were, man. I still do.
Absolutely. So,
Did you ever swap knives?
No. Not that I know of.
My grandpa, of course, this is back in 70s and 80s. He was a big knife swapper.
Yeah.
And he would do it anywhere. We lived in Dayton, Tennessee, and he come over in the square, and he said, let's go down over here and see if we can swap some knives with some folks. Of course, you get to talk. You just talk. It's a conversation starter, and he'd just be swapping knives. He'd do it back when the square was, the main
had
hub.
Trees on it.
Yeah, he done it on our square all the time.
I'll put a dig
everywhere he went, he would just find wherever people hung out. He'd just walk up and say, "Hey, y'all ever swap knives?"
Swap knives, yeah. Mm-hmm. That was a big deal way back in the day. Is this my part?
That's your part. I got the smallest part.
Oh my gosh! Well, I got big parts.
So the whatchamacallit is like. I can tell you the difference right now. There's the Who's-y What It is like dark on the inside, and it's got like a
light topping on it.
Yeah, it's got that's a middle layer. It looks like.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
So we got what's it called now? What's it called?
A Who's-y What It.
A Who's-y What It.
So we might as well taste this.
Which one are we tasting first?
I'm tasting the Who's-y What It first. Mm-hmm. Kevin's already been his. He's already chomping down.
I tried mine.
The Who's-y What It.
And it's got a crispy cookie center. Can you hear that crunch?
I shouldn't have done that.
Pretty good, ain't it?
Yeah, that's good.
I brought some Alani over there if you want to wash it down with something. I've got a new flavor. It's called cherry slush, I believe is what it's called, or cherry something. What is that called?
Cherry slush.
Cherry something.
Lonnie. And then
It
he
is cherry
brought a
You know, it reminds me
an
of
orange kiss.
What's it remind you
It
of?
reminds me of, but it's a notch above, is those peanut butter chocolate covered wafer things. You know what I'm talking about? They've been around forever.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of that a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
But this is an upper scale one of those.
Well, I'm going to taste
what I
the whatchamacallit in comparison.
Yeah, I
because
want to taste the whatchamacallit. It's less chocolatey.
Same texture. Same texture.
Just a different color?
Actually, I bet if you were blindfolded,
More caramel.
yeah, it's got a little bit more caramel. If you were blindfolded, could you taste a lot of difference in it? Yeah, the other one's more chocolatey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both really good though.
They're both very good.
So
I wouldn't pass on either one.
go to Quik Mart and get a
wow.
whatchamacallit or a
I
Who's What It.
I think I like the whatchamacallit even better.
And
A
we
little more peanut butter.
and they really like it when you walk in the door and yell at the top of your lungs, "Where's your Who's What It's?"
Where's your hootie watchings?
And you're watching McCall.
Whatchamacallits. They'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly. They'll point you right to them. Right, they should be right on the front row. I got one more bite.
Well, I'm going to save it. I took a bite of each.
I finished mine off.
Did you eat the whole thing?
Yeah, I didn't have any breakfast.
Well,
There, you want the rest of mine?
I got.
I did have a banana.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
it for more. I haven't had breakfast either, but
I have. I had a Who's It What's It.
did you?
You still got some left.
Yeah, I do.
I've got lots left over here.
Kevin, you had a big party at your house on that, right?
I did, and both of y'all stood me up.
I drove
can't
by.
believe it. Why didn't you come in?
There was too many people there for me.
You afraid you want to shake hands or something? Kiss baby?
No, I was on the way out to the auction.
Oh, they had an auction then?
Yeah, they had auction that night.
Well, that's dedication right
Which
there.
auction?
What's it called? Authors Auctions out there next to Deerfield Church.
Yeah.
You know, I love going out
He
there.
has a big sale a lot.
Oh yeah, and I took my wife out there. And
You know why he goes though, don't you?
you see if you can guess.
For the
He goes to eat.
The ice cream.
ice cream.
That's exactly right. I'm telling you, Jeff, you got to go for the concession stand
I'm going.
and get the. They make a banana split out there, and or you can get a bowl of ice cream. Bowl of ice cream is $2, and you can hardly carry it back to your seat.
Oh.
It's that big.
Man.
It's really good too.
What kind of flavors they got?
Chocolate and vanilla.
Well, do you ever buy
There you go,
anything
that's all
at
you
the
need.
sale?
They may have strawberry. They got strawberry too.
You ever buy anything at the sale?
Yeah. So listen, last week I bought a set of Marantz speakers for $5.
Oh, wow.
And I was looking for some speakers to put on my workbench. I got a little shop at my house or
Yep,
lab,
yep,
whatever you want to call
yep.
it. And I need some test speakers, and I've been looking for some. And these are some 1990s, mid-90s Marantz. And they're about midline, but if you bought them, if I looked on eBay and bought them off eBay, it's about $160, $180.
Wow.
I got them for $5.
That a boy.
And so,
Well, hey, that's
You can't
that's
beat
the
that.
That's the beauty of an auction. You pay what you want to pay.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know what else? I've thought about you the other day. I've got an auction coming up.
Okay.
And in this auction, there is an old cabinet-style stereo tube type.
Okay. It sits on the ground.
Sits on the ground. Well, it's got legs.
Okay.
It's got little skinny legs, but it's a one.
Yeah.
that-
You know the name brand of it by
I
chance?
don't. I don't.
Okay.
But it's an old tubey.
Yeah. Don't plug it in.
It's an old tubey, and I thought of you. I thought we don't need to plug that joker in.
Yeah, I got a device that you can carry with you. It's called a dim bulb tester, and if you want to plug stuff like that in, you can. Because what'll happen is it's got light bulbs on it, and they're in parallel with the line.
Well, my
and-
question is that something you'd be interested in?
absolutely,
I
yeah,
thought so.
yeah. I guess what I look for stuff.
Well, you
like
want to start in bid to start at?
that. $8.
Okay. I'll write you down.
He's that was the not interested look in Jeff's eyes. You know,
No,
Well, that's a
listen,
starting bid. You got to start somewhere.
Listen, you'd be surprised at how many of those things that people won't even take home. I mean, but since you told me what you told me,
yeah,
that that you like that kind of stuff, most
yeah.
most people would pass that by.
yeah. I like tinkering on it. Hey, listen, they're big. They're big time. eBay. You can get rid of those things.
Yeah.
Big time on
Yeah.
eBay. And Kevin, would you hand me my coffee, please?
Oh.
It's out of my reach.
I got it.
Oh, he got it. Thank you. I left my coffee on the other side
Way
of the
over
desk.
there.
And it's from Quik Mart, too. You know, if you go to Quik Mart and you're part of the Quik Club, Every fifth cup of coffee is free. So if you drink
Is that
coffee,
your fifth one?
This is my first one today.
Oh, you get 5 a day?
But did you know your fourth? We said we had Fountainhead for our word of the day. But the fourth fountain drink is free, so you can't beat that.
No,
My goodness.
not even with a stick.
If you drink fountain drinks,
do you just do regular coffee, or do you do the?
I do the
French
house blend.
House blend.
Yeah.
The mother-in-law does the French.
There's one called Jamaica Me Crazy, and
It's in the little machine. You
Oh,
put
I see.
French silk,
Yeah.
maybe, or something like that.
okay, yeah, I don't do the cappuccino machine.
Oh,
but,
is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, she does it. They're great.
oh yeah,
She loves
they're
them.
good. Yep. So listen, today I'm going to test your guys' knowledge on Andy Griffith,
Oh,
and I'm just going to tell you, I watch a lot of Andy Griffith, and I probably made a 40 on this quiz.
but
Maybe.
you said it wasn't. It's not just black and white. It's the color. It's all.
Yeah, and, you know, is there a line for you guys? Like,
I mean, I didn't like the color that much. Most of mine is the black and white.
but you know, I have. There's episodes that I'll see that I'll say, okay, I'm going to stop and watch this. I have to watch it. But there's some I'll pass.
Yeah.
But
Because you've seen it.
So what are some episodes that you stop and watch? Anything with Ernest T. Bass, I can tell you right now. If Ernest T's on it, I've got the channel locked in. Don't bother.
Have
me
you
if
ever
play
noticed Ernest T? The guy who played Ernest T. He plays other characters. He plays the TV repairman in one of them when Andy and his girlfriend's trying to and Barney brings the TV repairman. That's Ernest T.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's a couple of times.
Yeah,
when
he plays other characters.
there he is.
We know Sam the butcher plays different characters.
He's
a
always
villain.
usually a heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a heavy guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He's always he's the fruit with the vegetable guys, you know, when Barney had to stand up to them and
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah,
there's
or he worked at the hardware store next door, you know, and he kept sweeping out in the street, and Barney said, "You can't be doing that."
yeah.
Oh,
He had
yeah.
to stand up to him. That's when he took the kung fu lessons.
That's right.
So I'm glad to hear you guys talking like that because some of these questions get pretty deep, and it's going to.
Oh,
One
it's
of
on
my
now.
favorite episodes is the guy that didn't want to be a pushy salesman.
I see it. And listen,
That's one of my
why-
favorite.
And you know who he is, right?
Yes,
He's the guy that does Winnie the Pooh voice.
he does. not
Are
only-
you serious?
Yes, that's him.
It is him.
That's
but,
him,
but
and he does a
you know what other voice he did?
What's that?
He did the snake on Jungle Book.
yeah.
I didn't see Jungle Book, but I've seen Winnie the Pooh.
The old cartoon,
Yeah, the
the original
cartoon
Jungle
Jungle?
Book. The original.
I need to go watch that then.
Walt Disney.
You know, now I can hear his voice in my head, and
Yeah.
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 I want to sell, but I don't want to really push it.
you know, Kevin, that was my problem at the car lot.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I don't want to be too pushy.
Do you really need a car? You drove up here in your car. It worked
You
fine.
sure you need that?
Oh my goodness!
It's like
If you don't need it, bring it back.
It's like the poor insurance salesman that wasn't doing any good, and he walks up to everybody and goes, "You don't want to buy any insurance, do you?"
Why? No, I don't.
That's salesmanship 101. Right
Oh
there.
yeah. So, in my research on the Andy Griffith Show, I saw that there's a lot of controversy in the show and stuff. But one of the things was the continuity of the show. That the episodes didn't link together, and even seasons didn't link with each other, and some things would overlap. And some of our questions, Dave, if we get to them, will reveal some of those things. And so, it's a very fascinating. And you know, it's been 60 years. It's been on TV for over 60 years, and still considered one of the greatest TV shows, even, you know, whatever they call it.
Yeah, when they ended, they was still like on top, wasn't they? I mean, they was,
Oh, yeah. I mean, even today, I mean, if you run the Nielsen ratings on what's the most watched, you know, it'll be Andy Griffith. Do you guys have Me TV?
yes.
Okay. So that's just a great channel, I think.
There's- I forget what I watch, what I see it on, but there's one. It's just on all the time. It's just like it's the Andy Griffith channel. It's
Yeah.
on all the time.
Boy, I tell you, I just took a drink of that right there, and that's good. That Alani.
Yeah.
You want
all
to taste
hyped
it?
up
If you don't care to drink after me, you can taste it.
Well, maybe in a minute.
I'm
Maybe
not
in a
drinking that.
We got some
I got orange that
Here.
hadn't been opened up yet.
Get y'all hyped up.
I think we had orange the other day, right? But we didn't have this cherry. This is good.
I'm all hyped up on sugar.
And it's only 10 calories. But that sort of balances the candy bar I just ate.
Yeah, the chocolate and the 200 milligrams of caffeine. There you go.
By the way, the phone lines are open if you want to talk with us, 766-9393.
If you are an Andy Griffith
Yeah, if you're an Andy Griffith fan,
Yeah.
766, while we're live, 766-9393. And I'm assuming we're going to play for somebody.
Yeah, we're going to, each
Now,
of you guys
if
going to
we
play for
played
somebody.
for you already, let somebody else in. If
Yeah.
we played for you already, let somebody else in.
We need 2 qualifiers.
9393. Keith's going to play for somebody, and I'm going to. Kevin's going to play for somebody, and I'm going to play for somebody.
Well, I could do the question, but he's not saying them now, so that'd be
Well,
cheating.
I'm telling you, I didn't know all the answers. I had to.
Hey, good morning. You're on WDXE with us.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
Do you want to play by be one of our contestants?
Yes.
Well, do you want Kevin to play for you or Jeff to play for you?
Kevin, I guess.
Oh, we knew it.
He gets picked first every time. What is your name, hon?
Ann Brown.
Ann Brown.
Ann Brown.
All right, Miss Ann. Kevin's going to play for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Well, listen, you don't have any choice. What's your name?
Alan Chapman.
Alan Chapman.
Yes.
All right, I'll be playing for Alan Chapman then. Thank you now. Very good. We got our players.
Yeah. Kevin, who was you playing for?
Ann Brown.
Ann Brown, okay.
Ann Brown.
You got your mouth full. I caught you in the middle of a candy bar.
How many candy bars did you give him?
He was having a Quik Mart moment there.
And it was good.
He's trying to get his energy up so he can win
That's
this.
right.
Okay, so we're only going to have one trivia winner today. And Jeff, you're playing for Alan Chapman?
Yes.
Who used to be our mayor, didn't he? No, Alan has passed away.
That's a different Alan.
A different Alan Chapman. And Kevin, you're playing for Ann Brown.
Yes.
And the winner of today's contest is going to win a $25 gift card to our Quik Mart stores. And it's good for any of our 39 locations.
There we go.
And you can
What
spend
do I
just like
win?
cash. You win, I don't know. You know, we
Nothing?
have never given you guys anything.
Oh,
I'll work on that.
We got hats one time.
That's right. You got hats one time, and neither one of you wear
I'm just
hats.
kidding anyway. How about
You know, Jeff was talking about your guitar shirt. I heard it this morning.
That's
I
right.
do like that shirt. I'm going to say that.
I need to get us all. That'd be our show uniform. Huh?
So we got buzzers today. Listen, this is the Amazon 101 cheap buzzers. Kevin, so it shows who buzzes in
That's
first,
right.
number 1 or number 5. And
we got a buzzer?
And you got buzzers today, so it's a little sound effect, and so I get to see. So basically, there it is. And so I better write that down. Jeff, you're number 5, and Kevin,
Yes.
you're number 1.
Yep. Of course I am. Number 1. Woohoo!
And what I'll do is I'll make some longer chords for that. I may make some modifications to the box.
We're all right on it.
Yeah.
We're all right.
Oh, okay.
This will work.
You don't want
Yeah,
to go that much trouble.
Yeah, but you don't know what kind of modifications I was going to make. And
Make
which buzzer?
modifications where mine won't work. That's what it's going to do.
He turned you off and on.
And which buzzer you're going to? Oh me. So
I just don't trust these games anymore.
well, I mean,
You won last week,
It's
or
right in
2
front
weeks
of you.
ago.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Whoever
I'm ready.
buzzes in. Okay, you guys try to buzz in at the same time. I'm gonna count to 3, and you guys try to buzz in at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
See? Works
You
perfect.
cheated.
Kevin won.
Works perfect.
Oh me.
All right.
All right. So are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
So
All right.
this is goes all the way back.
All the way back.
Oh.
What was the name of Andy's housekeeper before Aunt B? What was the name of Andy's housekeeper before Aunt B? The very first episode,
Yeah,
guys.
well, yeah, and Opie didn't want her to get married.
I remember, but I can't remember the name.
It's one episode, so that's kind of hard. Hey, I'll be
All right.
Wanda.
Wanda's incorrect.
Okay.
You want to guess, Jeff?
I don't remember.
Rose.
Rose.
Oh, by any other name.
She married Wilbur and had to
Rose.
move off. Remember that?
You remembered Wilbur? Make it. I'm glad I'm not playing you.
All right. Question number 2. I told you these questions would be pretty hard.
Okay.
How many sons did Briscoe Darling have?
Ooh.
That's Jeff. You're number 5. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He had 4.
He had 4 sons. That's right. And he had a daughter. What was her daughter's name?
Daughter's name was.
Oh, Daddy, don't sing that song. It makes me cry.
Yes, daughter's name. What was her name? God, what was her name?
That's not what
You do know the brothers was actually
the Dillards, yeah.
the
Dillards.
Dillards. Yeah,
Sure.
There was actually a bluegrass group.
So you know their names?
The Dillards? Yeah, I know them.
Mitch, Dean, Rodney, and Doug were their names.
And they were always just so tore up about it.
Yeah, making.
Them boys are excited about
Well,
it.
they were all excited.
What did Andy say about it one time? He said something about them being. All right, next question.
All right.
Anyway, the daughter's name was Charlene. Y'all.
Charlene, yes.
Thank you. I'm sitting there thinking, what was her name?
Who owned the gas station before Goober? Kevin.
Wally.
Wally is right. All right.
We're tied.
You're tied. Oh, I don't have the answer to this written down, so I don't know. What was the name of the high school that Andy and Barney graduated from? And I forgot to write that answer down.
Oh, my gosh.
They had
done the reunion going.
They had 2 reunion shows, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just remember the one.
Okay, I don't have that written down.
I don't either.
So what was it?
I don't know. I don't have it written down.
Oh,
You better move on.
Mayberry High.
What year did Andy and Barney graduate from high school?
Oh, Lord.
There's two answers, and this is talking about the continuity of
Oh,
the show.
and so there's 2 different ones. So I got a chance. So,
Okay, go ahead. You got to buzz in.
1947
Incorrect.
is later than that one.
Go ahead, Jeff.
56.
No, 1945 or 48 would have worked. You're all around it.
All right.
I think I forgot to write what?
That's number 5.
Jeff's buzzer happy over there.
I'm calling the penalty.
All right. How many mayors did Andy serve under? Jeff.
3.
Incorrect.
Then it was 2.
It was 2.
It was 2.
Mayor Pike and Mayor Stoner.
It was 2.
And I saw a documentary on this that Andy didn't like the mayor role because in real life, mayors are not over sheriffs. And the mayor was Andy's boss. And it's even still true today. Mayors don't have any authority over the sheriff whatsoever.
Well, that just goes against every TV show then.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is correct.
Yeah. So Andy didn't like the role of sheriff. And if you notice,
Role of mayor.
Mayor Pike died the first year. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
So
died,
that's
and
why.
they replaced him with Stoner.
Yeah.
And then they just phased him out. So,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
okay.
But he did quite a few of the black and whites.
Okay,
Are we
this is
still tied?
Yeah.
1-1.
That's what I thought.
I tried neck to neck.
Okay, here's one. Here's one. This is just whoever's quickest to the buzzer.
All right.
What could be found hanging on the wall between the 2 jail cells? Jeff got
You got
that.
me.
The key.
The key. Exactly right. The key to the cell. All right. What animal did Otis ride into the courthouse?
Wait a minute.
Marcus pointing
But
at.
I got this one too.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Sorry.
He rode in a cow.
He did ride a cow into the courthouse. Do you remember that, Kevin?
Yeah, I remember,
You gotta
but
be
he
quick
went
on
to
the
pointing
buzzer.
at it. I thought something was wrong. He distracted me.
Oh, that's
Cheater,
right.
cheater, pumpkin eater.
Hey, look over there.
Yeah, that's what I did.
It's 3-1.
Yeah. Cowboy. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
See, that's why I want the buzzer over here where I can see it.
Well, you didn't see it.
Yeah, but y'all can see it too. Let's see. What relation was Goober and Gomer? All right, Jeff, you got that one.
Cousins.
They were cousins. That's right. Kevin, you got to keep your finger on that buzzer.
I've got it on there.
In fact, you may want to buzz in if you don't know it.
Oh, just hit it anyway.
I'm tearing you up, buddy.
I'm down, I know.
All right. How much was a haircut at Floyd's barbershop? Jeff.
25 cents.
No, it wasn't 25 cents.
75?
No, it was $1.
$1.
Really?
It was $1.
Oh, me. That's what the sign on the wall said.
Oh.
Okay.
What is... no, go ahead.
What did Barney do that made Gomer place him under citizen's arrest? Kevin got that.
He done a U-turn.
He done a U-turn. That is correct. He done a U-turn.
done a U-turn. Citizen's arrest.
One of my favorite episodes, Citizen's Arrest. All right, Kevin got that one.
He beat me to the buzzer on that one.
Yep. All right. Let's see here.
How many more questions you got?
Oh, I got 75.
Okay, we're good.
So we got plenty of questions.
All right, we're
We
good.
got plenty of questions. So if you guys want to elaborate on any of these, we got plenty of time.
Okay, good.
All right.
All right, here's one that we can elaborate on. What did Barney say was in the trunk of Andy's car when he ran for sheriff?
I did.
Yeah.
Groceries.
Groceries is incorrect. If you remember, they were go ahead.
A ladder?
Ladder's incorrect.
I thought he carried a ladder.
So if you remember
Cat
the
on the tree.
episode, Barney was in there saying that they didn't have any machine guns, and says, "You know what the sheriff carries in the back of his car? A shovel and a rake." And then Goober leans up and says, "Ain't you got no jack?"
I remember that. But I was thinking the episode where he had to testify against Andy on that the
Yeah.
and
And then there's the one where
I guess that could have been multiple answers. And
well,
one,
and there's the one where the little girl who's posing as a college student, and she's asking him all the questions, and he said, "You know what he carries in the trunk?"
right.
I don't remember
And,
that episode.
and that's the one where he talks about the little old lady and carrying
Taking the groceries
and
to-
stuff. Yeah,
So that's what I thought.
Okay, well, there could be several answers.
Yeah.
But
but that was none of your answers. I understand.
but the question was when Barney when he ran for sheriff, what did he
That's
say
true.
that he carried in the trunk?
That's true.
So we sort of
I missed it.
a lot of trunk stuff going on.
yeah. He carries a shovel.
A shovel.
Malfeasance. There's malfeasance in the show.
Okay, in the loaded goat episode, what did a goat eat? Jeff.
I got it. Dynamite.
Yeah.
Dynamite. All right.
A
That's
loaded-
another one of my
a
favorite
loaded
episodes.
goat.
Yep.
Loaded goat. I also like the cow with the shoes episode.
Oh Lord, yeah, yeah. That's one of the greatest.
Oh my goodness.
They scientifically figured that out.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's only one problem. Where's the cow prints at? What? Well, if he stole a cow, there shouldn't be some cow prints.
What I like was Barney was completely sold out on the other guy,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Absolutely.
But he stuck by Andy at the end.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, yeah. He said, you took a chance on me hiring your cousin.
Okay, guys, here's one. Who was Goober's girlfriend that had to ride with her head hanging out the window?
Gosh, I
Because she
remember
get
that
car
episode.
sick.
What was her name? Don't
Yeah,
you
what was her
remember
name? What was her name? What?
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina is incorrect.
that? Darlene.
Darlene's incorrect. It's Lydia.
Lydia.
She hated the guitar. Remember that? Didn't like to chit chat.
Yeah.
But she liked the clarinet and something else I can't remember.
She got set by the
Would
window.
you tell her to quit hanging her head out the window like a dog?
All the guys had to run up front, and all the girls had to ride in the back or something. I don't forget how that went. Oh, me. What happened to the days when everybody just got in the car and went riding around?
I don't know.
I still do.
Yeah, but this is like a double date type deal.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, people don't do it anymore.
Go down to the lake.
I like to ride out Laurel Hill. You live
Yeah.
close to Laurel Hill. Do you get to do that a lot?
Yeah, sometimes. In fact, the other evening I was just going to go out there and take my chair and sit, but it was the evening. It was really windy,
Yeah.
and I decided against it. So I'm going to probably do that. I may do it this evening.
Wow.
I love doing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll just find me riding around out there, wandering around.
Yep.
Lost?
No, I don't know.
I got lost out there, man. You get turned around on some of them roads.
Yeah, you can get lost back in them roads.
But one thing, you just keep on going. You'll find something
Yeah, you keep
recognize.
going.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
We're going to come out right up here by the lake, and you come out and it's like, it's a cornfield.
Listen,
where are we at?
all of them roads somehow or another take you back to center somehow. Don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
They'll end up on Artemis Lane. So you know who Artemis was, don't you?
Artemis Pyle, he was the drummer for Leonard Skinner.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
He was the one that got help when they had plane crash.
So you know Chester McConnell, or did you know Chester McConnell? by
I did not.
chance? Chester McConnell was a gentleman. His wife taught high school at Summertown for years and years, Miss McConnell.
Uh-huh.
And Chester worked for the Army Corps of Engineers, and he was the guy that was in charge of acquiring all the land for Laurel Hill.
Okay.
And he also done the property acquisition for Land Between the Lakes. And they were going to flood Land Between the Lakes, the portion where they built whatever dam that is up there. And there was an old town there that had some log cabins, and they deconstructed those log cabins, and he built a A-frame type log cabin out there. I don't know if you know where he lives, but if you go underneath the trace, like you're going to the dam, if you're going to Laurel Hill Dam. So if you keep going right past that road, go underneath the trace and take the very next road to the right. That's called Jack's Branch Road. Well, his mailbox is there, but he lives about 4 miles up the road on the left. His driveway is about a mile long, and he built an A-frame log cabin up there. And he doesn't live there anymore. He sold it. They moved to Mobile, Alabama, and they sold the house to some folks out of Washington, D.C., and they put in a conservation easement, so you can't even cut a tree off of it. But Artemis and the other one were his dogs. He had Weimaraners, and they were the names of his dogs. He named the roads out there.
After his dogs.
Yeah. And so he was a very interesting guy. He was still a member of the Hooping Crane Conservation Association. So he was one of the guys that went and laid down in front of the bulldozers when they were trying to drain the swamps over toward Memphis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so he's a really colorful character, but he was a super good guy though. And
that reminds me. Do you remember the snail darter controversy thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Up at the dam in Columbia.
Yeah, and they put the stop on that whole deal over the snail darter.
Yeah, that dam is still probably there, halfway built, unless they tore it down in recent years.
Yeah, it's the thing that never was.
Yeah, and it's like, well, this is the only place the snail darter lived. And now they found them everywhere. You know?
Yeah,
so
they're everywhere.
Now there's so many of them.
Well, they had that deal out in Washington State or somewhere about the spotted owl, and they were stopping everything about the because of the spot. It's the only place the spotted owl could live, or whatever. Of course, they found out different. But
yeah.
But James Gregory had the best one. He said, I don't know why we're worried about that. Have you ever been to the pet store and asked them if y'all got any owls?
Maybe
he's right about that.
I don't
Dang,
know.
they're out of owls.
They're all out of spotted owls.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, me. Okay, I got a couple more Andy Griffith questions here.
All right.
Kevin, you're down 2-5.
I know.
I am really doing good so
I'm
far.
telling you.
Okay, just getting the answers texted
Look
to
over
him
here,
over
Jeff.
there. Let's see. Okay,
Now-
go ahead.
I got a text message. Now Columbia needs water.
Exactly. And here's what gets me. They purchased all the property, or they acquired all the property that was going to be flooded, and a lot of times it was under the dismay of the property owner. They didn't want to sell them the property,
Right.
And then when they decided not to build the dam. I think the property owners, if I'm not mistaken, didn't have the opportunity to buy the property
Really?
back. Yeah. So there was a big controversy over there. So I don't know if it's something like that. You know how government is.
Yes,
All right.
we do, unfortunately.
I wish the election was over already. All right, so here we go. You guys ready for some Andy Griffith?
Let's do it.
What was the real reason Jubal Foster's barn burned down? Jeff got that. Did you even touch your button?
Yeah, it don't help though. He got 5 poked up first there.
The real reason was that he started a fire because he had a steel in there.
He kicked over. He accidentally knocked a steel over. That's exactly right. Jeff, you got another point.
Was that
Jubal,
the episode
Jubal.
where he was blaming it on the kids?
Yeah.
Having
Yeah,
their
he was
secret
blaming it on the
meeting
kids.
and their candle?
Yep.
Jubal, Jubal, Jubal.
That was the episode where Andy says that boy's been playing with fire and he's got to get a whooping. A whipping. He's going to get a whipping.
Yep.
So, oh me. Okay, here. How many episodes did Goober and Gomer appear in together?
5.
5. Incorrect.
3.
3 is incorrect. They only did 1 episode together.
Really?
Yeah, and it was the Fun Girls episode.
The Fun Girls, yeah.
Yeah, and it was before
thought
the
they'd
Fun
been
Girls
doing
got there. Remember,
Yeah.
Goober brings Gomer into there, or Gomer brings Goober in and says, and doing those impressions to Andy. He's going, Judy, 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 Judy,
Yeah.
Judy. Remember
Judy.
that? Judy, Judy, Judy. How do you do that?
Oh, how he does that.
He's so good. Now, they was in the movies and stuff together. But I still wouldn't have been 5, but anyway.
Gosh, I didn't realize it was just 1.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's it. All right. What instrument did Briscoe Darling play? Jeff.
He played the jug.
The jug is right. Kevin, is your buzzer working? Will you?
Yeah. He's just quicker.
I may give you 2 buzzers next week.
I'd appreciate it. Give me one to block him.
what is it? Like 11-0?
Yeah, something like that.
No, it's 7. He can catch up because we got a bunch of questions.
Okay, all right.
All right, here's one you can get, Kevin.
All right.
What did Opie say was the common name for a fracture of the patella oblongata? Oh, me. In fact, I'll play it out. He said, Opie tells Andy that they're helping this guy out that has a fracture of the patella oblongata, and Andy says, "What's that?" And he gives a common name for it. Jeff.
It's a bad leg.
You're close.
A bad hip or something.
You're
Bad leg.
close. Leg is part of it, but you got a guess, Kevin?
A bad body. I don't know.
It's a game leg.
A game leg. A game leg.
Oh,
Is that the one where
I ought to get a half a point for that.
greedy? Is that the one where the hillbilly guy?
The old bum.
Yeah, is that the one he was in?
Are you
that
talking about Uncle Jed,
Yeah.
Jesse?
Jed.
No, that wasn't him.
Not Jesse. Jed.
No, this was just an old bum fella.
Yeah. You know, you got one. He does that. Where
Yeah, Jed's in one, and Jesse's in one, and then this guy's not either one.
I don't know
of them.
who that guy is.
Yeah.
That guy we're talking about that had the game leg.
It's like he didn't have any teeth or something, any upper teeth maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All right. So I got them in. I got General, Barney, and Opie. So do you guys want to do general knowledge? How well do you know Barney, or how well do you know Opie? Let's take some Barney questions.
All right.
Okay.
Barney questions.
What was Barney's address?
Ooh.
I told you some of these are hard.
Ooh.
Remember when
Yeah, because they give it out because
Otis was like,
yeah, Otis was
go down to the...
go to so and so street.
We got it.
We got it. Let's go, Barney. That address not seem familiar to you?
Is it 1313 something?
That's Mockingbird Lane. That's where the Munsters live.
I want to say 13.
That came on after Andy Griffith.
Yes, he did.
He stayed in the boarding house.
He did stay in a boarding house.
He did. That's right.
What's her name's boarding house?
And that's one of the questions later on.
Oh, is it?
About not that particularly, but
Okay.
All right.
No, I don't know his address.
Don't know the address.
What was it?
411 Elm Street.
Elm Street.
All right, here's one that's going to be pretty tough. Who was Barney's first girlfriend?
Oh my goodness, great.
Jeff.
Wanda.
Wanda is incorrect.
Juanita.
Juanita is incorrect. Oh. He wanted to impress this girl by making his first arrest, Miss Rosemary.
Oh, the one who worked at the cafe.
That's right.
All right, so here's an easy one. Barney was once a door-to-door salesman for what product? Kevin, you got that one.
Woo! Vacuum cleaners.
That's correct. Vacuum cleaners is.
Finally.
And there's a chance, Ann, that you may catch up. All right.
I don't think so.
All right. This is just the first to the buzzer type thing. What did Barney call Aunt Bee's homemade pickles? Kevin, you got that.
Kerosene cucumber.
Kerosene cucumbers is
I knew that
correct.
too.
I told you it's a first to the buzzer type thing. What did the fun girl, and this was one of the questions. Y'all, this is not a trivia question, but do y'all remember the fun girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to call
Hey,
them
doll.
Hey, doll. So one of the fun girls' name was Skippy. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's the one that had
That was the blonde.
inhaled laugh.
What? What is it?
She inhaled when she laughed.
I didn't know that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do it for us.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't do
I
it, but I
can't.
don't.
Listen,
what was
that's talent on loan from God right
Oh
there.
my
I'm
goodness.
telling you, I can't do that. How do you do that?
It's just natural.
What was Skippy's name for Barney? Jeff, you got that.
Bernie.
Bernie is it.
Oh, Bernie. I forgot
Bernie.
about that.
Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Barney was thrown out of Miss Mandelbright's boarding house for cooking what?
Chili.
You didn't get it, Kevin.
I'm sorry.
Jeff, you got it.
I'll let him have
You
it.
let him have it. It was chili.
Yeah, he had it.
All right, Kevin, you're catching up.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, we'll move to
That way it don't look so bad.
we'll move to some general knowledge right here.
You talk about knowing Opie. I've told this before on
Yeah.
the air, but when Missy was little, she would love for me to tell her bedtime stories, and I told her Andy Griffith shows.
Oh, really?
Yes, I would. Most times she called them Opie stories because I would tell them, and I'd tell her some Opie stories.
Yeah.
So I would tell her whole Opie shows, everything from Mr. McBeevy to the killing of the birds.
What was their names?
What?
What was the birds' names?
Winking, Blinking, and Nod.
Yep.
I think.
That was one of the questions.
Yeah,
I had to
so
Oh, I
anyway,
messed that up. I'm sorry.
That's okay,
But
though.
anyway,
We've got plenty of them.
I told her Opie stories for bedtime stories.
Really?
Sure did.
That's
It
pretty
worked
cool.
well.
Well, I think that's pretty good because, every episode of Andy Griffith has some type of life lesson.
A
in it.
life lesson.
Yeah. And let's see here. We'll go to general knowledge type questions right here. And some of these are probably some of the colored versions, and I know that's the cutoff line for some folks. And so when it went from black and white to color. All right. What was the first meal that Aunt Bee made for Andy and Opie?
Ooh.
Chicken.
You're exactly right. It was chicken.
That was a guess. I just figured Southern it had to be chicken.
Fried chicken.
Must have been fried chicken.
All right. Who was Gomer's favorite comic strip character?
Ooh.
I didn't know he was that old, but I guess it is. Who was Gomer's favorite comic strip character? 5 seconds.
Superman.
Superman's incorrect.
All right.
Angie Lutz Beach.
All right. It was Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
Nice.
All right. Here's one that I didn't know. Who was Floyd Lawson's wife? What was her name? And we have a listener by the same name. Who is Floyd Lawson's wife?
Floyd Lawson's wife. I didn't know he had a wife.
I didn't either.
In one episode, he definitely didn't have a wife.
And I didn't
One
double check
episode,
these.
is it his son? It's a shoe salesman where they think he's a talent agent and he brings that boy up there. Is it his son or his nephew?
It's his nephew, isn't it? Or is it his son?
I can't remember.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was moving his foot like this the whole time. He couldn't measure his foot.
Yeah.
Thought it was his daughter.
No, he brought his son up there with a.
Trombone or something like that. Wasn't it?
All right.
All right.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, his wife's name was Melba.
Melba.
And, Melba
But do you
Scott
remember-
listens to the
Do you remember he had the episode though where he had this corresponding girlfriend that was coming to town, and he wanted to
that's
impress
right.
her.
Yeah.
He wanted to impress her.
So
Yeah.
he acted like a.
Did his wife pass away maybe or something?
I don't know.
We got to go back and look, guys. But I'm just.
Listen, this is.
And maybe
that's
it's
why-
more of that continuity stuff.
I did.
he's
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about.
I didn't know
There's
that.
more to this show than meets the
That's
eye.
right. That's exactly right. If you knew that Floyd Lawson's wife was Melba, chime in online or something. Let us know. All right. Who was the direct descendant of famous Revolutionary War hero Nathan Tibbs? Kevin.
Otis the drunk.
Otis Campbell is correct.
Oh.
Hey, we're within 1 point of each other.
Oh my gosh! I'm letting him back in. I'm letting him back in.
All right. Okay, this must be a colored episode. What? Who replaced Goober at Wally's gas station when he went on vacation? See, this I can really tell that you guys don't watch the colored version.
Place Goober. I didn't know. I didn't know he was replaceable. I figured they just shut it down.
Where'd he go on vacation? I don't. There must be some episodes I'm missing.
Is that where they crossed over into Gomer's and he goes and visits Gomer for a while?
Is this the one that?
I don't know. You're asking me.
Oh, you don't know color versions either?
No, I told you I don't.
Oh,
We give up.
I made a 40.
What is this?
Flora. A girl did, Flora. Wasn't it the short blonde-headed girl?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I do not remember.
That was not a color episode, though. I don't think.
Was not?
I don't think so.
All right. Who was Floyd's personal hero? Who was Floyd's personal hero? He was president. Jeff.
Calvin Coolidge.
Calvin Coolidge is correct.
You just had to, with a little hint, I got it.
Do you remember the episode that was in? If you remember him saying that or something? I don't remember that at
I do
all.
remember that.
Okay. What was the secret ingredient in Goober's tomato sauce? Jeff.
Oregano.
Oregano is correct. Jeff has jumped to another lead.
Listen,
Isn't that like in everybody's sauce?
all this is letting everybody know how much time I've spent watching the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh me. Okay, so some of these are pretty tough. How much did Goober need for a down payment to buy the gas station? Yes, they're right down your alley, Jeff. Real estate. How much did Goober need for a down payment for the gas station?
$200.
$200, incorrect.
I'm going to say he needed $800.
$800, incorrect. He needed $2,000.
Well, I had the two-part right.
Wow.
As Jeff would say, no, I get half a point for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of them, I'm gonna go to the Opie page.
Now I'm going to kill you. Now I'm going to
I'm in
stomp you in the
trouble.
ground here, buddy.
What was the price of miracle salve that Opie sold?
25 cents.
25 cents, incorrect.
10 cents.
10 cents, incorrect. It's 35 cents.
35 cents.
Well, together we would have been right.
Yes.
All right. I don't know. I didn't know any of these, and so well, I knew some of them, I guess. Who was Opie's fifth grade teacher? Jeff.
Mrs. Crump.
Miss Crump was, yeah.
Hey, Rodney says y'all definitely have way too much time on your hands.
See, it's folks like Rodney that wish that they were in your shoes, Jeff, because Rodney's a hard worker and he has to work all the time, and he does not have time to watch Andy Griffith.
Union High.
Union High is correct. I remember that.
Union High is the high school.
Mayberry Union High.
Yep.
Okay. I think.
You sure?
I'll Google it.
All right.
I remember Union High. All right.
Because I swear the name.
Well, I had some help on that. Thanks for the chat in there. Just now remembered I
Yeah.
can look at the chat over there.
This is one you should remember right here.
All right.
What did Mr. McBeevy give Opie that made his paw that Andy made him return?
A hatchet.
A hatchet, yeah.
Yes.
You know, that's when did we ever get to where we couldn't give a little kid a hatchet?
Yes. Who ever heard of such?
It was a different time, you know.
Definitely different. Could you imagine doing that now?
Yeah.
Come on, crawl on over here. Here's your hatchet.
I mean, we had show and tell in the fifth grade, and it'd probably be cool to bring your hatchet to show and tell, but you couldn't do that today. They knock you out of school forever.
Yeah, you're done.
That's crazy.
Bring a loaded hatchet to school. What are you thinking?
Or a pocket knife.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
my.
You get in trouble just acting like you got a gun now.
Yeah, you're right. And I carried a pocket knife to school. We had to have one in shop.
Like you had, you go hunting before you go to school, and your guns be in the back window of your truck.
Yeah, absolutely. And the windows down.
Yeah.
What event did Opie enter in the Sheriff's Day track meet? Jeff, he got the buzzer over. Look at Kevin. He's mad.
Nah, I'm fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It was a foot race.
Oh, it's got to be more specific.
The 100-yard dash.
Incorrect.
Oh, what was
50-yard dash.
50-yard dash is
Dadgummit.
correct. Oh, me, that's funny.
I thought it was that, but they
stole it.
do the ball game thing too. I didn't know if that was during sheriff days.
Oh, you guys already answered the one about winking, blinking, and nod.
Well,
So that's
I'm sorry I messed that up.
No, I'm
For
glad
Jeff.
you did. What was Opie trying to win at the shooting gallery at the carnival? Jeff,
It was a gift for his dad. It was going to be the razor.
the electric razor is correct. I remember that episode. I love watching that one too. That was like the
Yeah, Andy figured out the sights was off.
bent sides. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm trying to find some hard ones. When Opie,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Jeff. What's that? If you get this right, you win the whole contest.
Yeah, I'm done. I know you cheating then.
I'm sorry.
All right, what was the name of the newspaper that Opie and Howie published?
Ooh.
That, you remember they raised a lot
I
of
remember this
controversy.
episode. It was fun.
Yeah, they had to go get them all back.
I like the pastor. Maybe my sermon won't be so dry.
Oh, my gosh. What was the name of that paper?
Mayberry Gazette.
I've got to look because that was one of the. It was multiple choice, and I guessed that, and it was wrong.
Oh,
It's got. You're close though. Jeff, you got any guess?
I don't.
It's the Mayberry Sun.
The Mayberry Sun. Oh, I would have known that.
I think they looked at the Gazette to get their idea.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, that's because they told him to look at it and get ideas of what to put in your paper.
That's right.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Who did Opie handcuff to the flagpole? Jeff.
I don't know.
He don't know. Kevin, you tried to buzz in. Do you know?
I don't know.
He was just trying to buzz in. See, I didn't know this. Ralph Baker.
Ralph
Baker.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hey, what was the little dude that always ate the banana sandwiches or whatever, or peanut butter sandwiches?
Oh, that was.
I know that was.
That's little Timmy, wasn't it?
No.
I know it was his real life little brother, but
Was that Ronnie Howard's little brother?
Yeah, it is. It
Yes,
actually
it
is.
Really? Man, I'm learning
I'll
stuff
think of
all
his
the time.
name in a minute. What they called him on the show.
yeah, always had the cowboy outfit on.
Cowboy outfit, eating peanut butter sandwiches.
He'd hold that sandwich up there to it.
Leon.
I'm gonna mix it
Leon.
up a
It
little
was Leon.
bit. Leon, that's it.
Leon, what are you doing today?
What musical instrument did Floyd play in the town band? Jeff.
It was the clarinet.
Incorrect.
Flute.
Incorrect. You guys, he played the trombone.
Trombone. That's right.
He brought his son up there and they played the trombone.
Oh, that's right.
I think his son may have played the clarinet. I don't know. I can't remember those.
Let's see who's on the phone.
Well,
Hey, good
Dad
morning.
played the
How are you?
trombone, So
Leon ate the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's right. Leon. That's right.
I know who this is. This guy has gone through life with a nickname Opie. This is Mr. Steve Odom, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. You're our very own hometown Opie.
That's right.
That's what
So-
people call me.
We need some encouragement here. I'm trying to get Steve Odom and Jeff Purcell to be on our show one day. So,
Hey, would that work when you have y'all in here one day?
I can do it.
Attaboy.
I figured that.
Hey, I want to tell you
That's my
guys, I'm
phone.
impressed with how quick you know the answer.
Somebody's
What
buzzing.
about, are you impressed with Kevin at all?
I am impressed with Kevin.
Hey,
Oh,
listen.
that's
But I
somebody
did
is.
not know who Opie had handcuffed to the flagpole. I didn't. I knew most of them, but I didn't know that one.
That must be in a colored version because a lot of people don't watch the colored versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the colored.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks, Steve.
Well,
Thanks,
you guys
brother.
have a good one. Good talking to you.
Thank you,
All right.
man.
See ya.
Appreciate you. Very good.
Good deal. All right. So we got to wrap it up. You want to do one more question or two more questions?
Well,
One more.
Let's do a
How
couple
far am
more.
I behind?
Because we got to give away a gift. Jeff's way ahead of you. You've got to answer. So Jeff's going to win because we don't
Oh,
have enough
well,
questions.
fine
to catch up.
then.
But you probably know this one. What was Aunt Bee's specialty when it came to raising flowers? Jeff,
A rose.
roses. This is correct. And then one more.
I missed that episode apparently.
One more. When Otis was in the jail cell with a loaded goat, who did he think he was? Remember, he grabbed him by the beard and
Yeah.
looked him in the face.
Yes, I remember, but I can't remember what he called him.
Uncle Nat.
Uncle Nat.
So listen, we've got plenty of more Andy Griffith trivia, and really, it started out to be sitcom trivia.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but the more I got to researching it, the more fun Andy Griffith was, and I figured you guys would know a lot of Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
Well, we may mix it up a little bit. So that means, Alan Chapman, you are our winner today of a $25 gift card from Quik Mart convenience stores, and we are your local hometown Shell station where you can get quality fuel, and you can get lunch and dinner and snacks and coffee and drinks throughout the
Yes,
day.
you get about everything. There.
That's exactly right. And we try to have the air conditioning on, get out of the hot sun, come into Quik Mart,
right.
grab you a drink, and
Clean bathrooms.
go riding around. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
You know what?
What a fun time.
Yesterday, at Quik Mart number 6, which is at the end of, you guys can try to stump me with Quik Mart store number, but Quik Mart number 6.
Well, you can just tell us. Quick number.
At the end of Springer Road.
Yes.
I walk in there for lunch yesterday. I thought, okay, I'm on the run. I'm going to run there and get me some lunch. I go inside, and their computer system's down.
Yes.
Well, I used to be a computer guy there for years.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh, we're glad you're here. Well, it was bad news. An automatic upgrade took place. and it didn't take effect until you did a shift change. And when they did that shift change, everything died.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
they had to lock the doors. And I know a lot of people got upset. So if you were a part of that mayhem over at number 6 yesterday
So
at
was
the
it
end of
just
Spring
number
Road,
6? I mean,
that particular store, yes, it just.
We were
I
there.
Apologize for that.
We were there. We actually stopped. Me and Daniel were together.
Yeah.
And I was going to send him in the store. And he come back to the truck and says, it's locked. I said, no, it's not.
Yeah, it was locked. It was locked, and a lot of
apologize to
people.
Daniel, don't you?
So
Yeah.
I had to back up and punt. I was like, well, they got a problem.
So I was sitting there trying to resolve the problem. I'm on the phone with the tech guys. I'm trying to resolve the problem, and I look up and there's a wreck out in the middle of the street, and I missed it altogether. There was a fire engine there, and there was police cars, and I didn't see any of it till after the fact. I thought, wow.
That's how dedicated you are. Ain't it?
No, I guess I was just distracted. But anyway, if you were a part of that
you're not
yesterday,
dedicated.
we apologize for that. Some things always happen. Things happen that are out of our control, but we want to serve you as best we can. And we
Oh, yeah.
You need to give them a.
Yeah, I know them a buzz. Thank you guys for playing. Alan, if you will come and pick up your card here at the radio station. Listen, it's not here right now. I got to go get it.
It'll be here after a while.
Yeah, be here after a while is what I like to say.
It'll be here after a while.
Appreciate you guys coming in today and being part of the Quik Mart Hour. We'll see you guys
Yay.
next week.
Until next time, guys.
See ya.
Counties to help with cleanup and rebuilding following Hurricane Beryl, which struck the state last week, though the White House is blaming a holdup on Texas officials.